Hey Aries, what's happening? It's Craig Lacken and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy Cancer Moon Tarot coming at you guys with your January 2020 Love Tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in those comments down below, man. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below. And you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. First link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, let's see what's cracking for Team Aries, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 2020. What messages do we got coming through for Team Aries, please? Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 2020. Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 2020. All right, Aries, let's get one last up and go ahead and see what's cracking, baby. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Aries, energy between you and another person. You got a Two of Swords, can be connecting with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You have a Three of Swords, a Strength card, and then you have a Five of Cups. Can be dealing with a Leo here possibly with that Strength card. So, right off the bat, I definitely do feel that you are kind of in a place where you are pressuring yourself to be stronger than you really want to be. I think you are trying to not necessarily push away your emotions, but I think you're trying to avoid yourself from breaking down. But you need to know that sometimes it is healthy to break down. Sometimes it's genuinely very healthy to just let go, release, purge, and not let your problems bottle up. Just have that breakdown. And I know that I sound like probably the worst guidance ever by saying, yes, Aries, have a breakdown, but sometimes it's really good to purge those negative emotions that you hold on so dearly. I definitely feel like some of you here with the Two of Swords or the Three of Swords, you can be lost in heartbreak right now. You could be in a place in time where you don't know how to move forward from all the pain you're experiencing. You may feel like it's coming at you full circle. And the thing is that when you really hone in on that pain and you decide to say, look, I have to do something about the pain I'm experiencing. I have to either do one of two things. I can stay in this pain forever. I can let it overtake me. I can let it be the end of me. Or I can feel this pain, acknowledge it for what it is, and acknowledge what kind of strength is coming from this. Because have you ever noticed, guys, that pain can make you stronger? Pain can make you see things from a different point of view. Going through some really tough shit can bring out the strength in you that you've never even realized. Aries, you're not soft people. You're strong motherfuckers, and you know that. But at the same time, sometimes you let your, I don't want to say stubbornness get in the way, but sometimes you let your stubbornness get in the way of your emotions. Like sometimes you're like, oh, I shouldn't be sad, or fuck this shit, or I'm dumb, or my emotions don't matter. Don't unvalidate your own emotions, okay? And when I say stubborn, take it with a grain of salt, because I'm not here to attack you. I'm here to give you your best advice. So just know I'm coming off in like a genuine way as much as I can be, okay? So Aries, I feel like you really gotta validate yourself, and you have to validate your feelings, and you have to admit to yourself, okay, I'm not really that happy where I am, and it's time to do some work so that we can get out of this phase and move into something that's much more healthier as well as happier, right? So let's see what we can do here. Now, in regards to that Strength card, you can be dealing with a Leo. A Leo could have broke your heart, etc. Of course, as for the outcome that's present, Five of Cups, you are a little bit down in the dumps right now, and especially moving into the brand new year. 2019 was a hell of a year for everybody. With you know, the collective in general had a hell of a year in 2019. I'm sure you guys had a hell of a year for yourselves as well. Moving into 2020, we really want to carry some beautiful, good vibes and also connect with ourselves as much as we can so that we move into really good happiness moving into 2020. So some of you Aries here, you know, you may be in a place where you kind of invalidate your feelings, and I think you need to have that huge purge where you accept your feelings for what they are, but you accept that it's time for me to move out of this state, okay? Time for me to move out of the slump, time for me to move out of the dumps, and transmute this negative energy into strength and courage and wisdom that I can take forward with me in bettering myself as a person, all right? So we're gonna take a look into here and see what's happening. Clarifying the Three of Swords. What is Aries' pain coming from? Okay, clarify the Three of Swords. What is Aries' pain coming from? Okay, what do we have? Eight of Wands and the Emperor. Could have been connecting with another Aries, but this is definitely a man breaking your heart, or possibly it could be vice versa. It could be a woman with really masculine energy breaking your heart, okay? But someone here has hurt you, okay? The Emperor card does talk a lot about somebody who's more possessive, more controlling, somebody who tends to have the last word, somebody who tends to try to make you feel powerless as they feel more powerful. You could have been dealing with somebody in that kind of situation, but I am seeing here a very masculine energy that has hurt you, okay? That has got you more in touch with your feminine side, but it feels that your feminine side is starting to get more out of balance as you cannot find the balance to emotions when you are feeling emotionally unbalanced, all right? So what I'm going to do here, Aries, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. We'll take a look at their feelings and a little bit into your story. Then your feelings, we'll see where energies are aligning, and then the outcome for the month of January 2020, okay? Now, in regards to who Aries is dealing with, how do they feel towards Aries, please, throughout January 2020? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. How does this person feel towards Aries throughout January 2020, okay? We have some cards falling out, so what do we have? A Justice card and an Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you could have been connecting with a Libra. In regards to the Justice card and Ace of Wands in reverse, it kind of feels like the person you're connecting with always pretended to be, you could have been dealing with a perfectionist, but I feel like you were always connecting with somebody who always felt as if they were perfect. They never did anything wrong. Okay, a little bit of narcissistic energy is coming up with this person you've dealt with, Aries. Moving forward into how they feel towards you. What do we got? Page of Wands, Seven of Wands, Emperor card coming out here again, Three of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Wow, so crazy energy here, Aries. So let's talk about it real quick. So based on, let me just fix my card. Sorry about that, guys. Based on what I'm seeing so far with this person, Ace of Wands reverse to the Justice card is like this person could be a little bit of a perfectionist or feel as if they're perfect. I do feel a little bit of narcissism on their end where they were the type of person that wasn't very good when it came to communication. It was kind of their way or the highway. They were the type of person who always felt like they were in the right, and they would always kind of manipulate you to feel as if you were in the wrong. And that, I think, is where a major part of heartbreak came in, where you consistently felt like you were doing things wrong or you were the bad guy, when the truth of the situation is that you weren't, Aries. And with this Page of Wands and Seven of Wands, I definitely feel right now that the person you're dealing with has pushed you out of their lives. And to be honest, it's always going to be a blessing in disguise. I think this is a good situation that this person pushed you out of their life, because look, Aries, the universe does some weird shit sometimes. So this was heartbreaking for you when you guys had detached, and you may have thought, well, why is the universe against me? But the universe is with you, because the universe was literally getting you away from probably the worst energy you could have been surrounded by, and a toxic individual who was bringing you down with their miserable attitude that they kind of upheld. So the universe did you a favor. It was a blessing in disguise that this person had pushed you out, because now you can heal from this situation and align yourself with something much better and much more healthy in your life. So Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands, they pushed you out. Okay? I definitely feel like they never took you serious. They never took your feelings serious. That's one of the things here that is very bothersome. This reading is so deja vu. We talked about this a couple months ago, or maybe a month or two ago, but this reading's very deja vu, at least the part in not taking your feelings serious. This would be a person who'd invalidate them to the point where you almost started, it rubbed off on you to invalidate your own feelings. I remember this. We have an Emperor here, a Three of Pentacles. So with the Emperor card to the Three of Pentacles, I'm sorry guys that I'm not, by the way, that I'm not showing cards. As of lately, I've just been getting really zoned into what they're saying. So I haven't been picking them up and showing them to the camera. I might readjust my setup so that you guys can see that, like, the cards I'm talking about, I'm pulling, because I know some people are like, okay, you talking out your ass. Okay, whatever. Anyways, the cards are here. I'm reading them, but I'm just saying, I know you guys can't see, but whatever. In regards to the Emperor card and the Three of Pentacles, I feel like, once again, this narcissism kind of energy is coming up with this person. But with the Emperor card to the Three of Pentacles, it's like this person would always say that they're trying to work things with you. They're trying to make it work. But it was like, what work did they put in? You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. It's like, what work did you put in? So this person had a lot of interesting ways of communication where they would always say they were right. They would always say they were working on things, but their actions were always proving otherwise. And then now, in this current moment, Five of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, you know, the person you're connecting with here, they have released you. And now with that 10 of Wands to the Two of Cups, what can they do when they've released somebody who's put up with their bullshit for so long and nobody else will put up with their bullshit? Two of Cups. So Aries, now the tables turn, because the person you're dealing with is like, I kind of wish I didn't break up with Aries. I kind of regret breaking away from Aries. Why? Because you were the only person that put up with their bullshit for as long as you did, because nobody else can stand them. damn motherfucking straight. That's strength right there, Aries. You have the strength to deal with this type of person. So I feel like whoever this is you're connecting with now that they're kind of like, oh, well, I'm alone. Nobody wants to deal with me. Well, maybe Aries will still deal with me, but I pushed them away. Well, yeah, they did. They pushed you away. And you know better now, as you're going to jump into this healing phase before we enter 2020, not to bring yourself back and surround yourself with this kind of energy. Aries, you deserve the best. You deserve love. You deserve genuine love, happiness, and positivity. And I encourage you to surround yourself with that and nothing less, okay? Now, in regards to how you feel towards this person throughout January 2020, let's take a look. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Throughout January 2020, how is Aries feeling towards the person they were dealing with? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 2020, okay? Never get manipulated into being in love with someone when the truth of the situation is that you aren't. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but I had to. So, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, lots of sixes here. Queen of Cups, Hermit card, 3 of Cups, Hierophant card, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So, based off what I'm currently seeing here, Aries, in regards to your current feelings, you kind of have highs and lows, peaks and plateaus. There are times where you are missing this person, and then there are times where you are kind of like snapping out of it and like, okay, they were really bad for me. So you go through spells, and you cannot blame yourself for the spells you go through, because when you are manipulated this hard by a person, sometimes it feels like you truthfully did something wrong, but you didn't, Aries, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. In a relationship, there's always 2 sides to a story. There's definitely some shitty things you've probably done, Aries, just as much as this person has done shitty things too. But I think the shittiest thing of all that this person has done was come from a space where they made you feel that you were powerless, and come to a space where they made you feel that your feelings are invalid, where they would consistently say that they're working on things with you, but they're not even willing to hear what you're going through. So how is that working on something if the communication level is absolutely not there, okay? The 2 of Pentacles just fell on the floor. I'm too lazy to pick it up, but that was the 2 of Pentacles. Now, 6 of Wands, okay? I know that with the 6 of Wands paired with the 6 of Pentacles, I don't think this is representing that you believe that things can work out between you two. I think you're recognizing that it's okay to let this connection go. I think you're recognizing that you're deserving of something new. But at the same time, though, you have a Hermit card here, and I'm not too sure how open you are to discovering or jumping in new relationships just yet, especially as the wounds are kind of still fresh, right? With that 3 of Swords. So I feel like you have already acknowledged, okay, me and this person not reconciling, not getting back together. But at the same time, I don't know if I really want to move forward into a brand new connection just yet, because I'd rather go through my healing phase and, you know, raise my vibration to where I am comfortable with dating again and comfortable with letting somebody else see me vulnerable, right? Because you are building up this strength over the next couple of months. So you don't want somebody to see you vulnerable. You want to really hone in on that inner strength that you do have. And with the Queen of Cups here, it's like, you know, people will say an Aries is so unemotional, but Aries are lovers. Queen of Cups. People are like, oh, Aries are not emotional at all. Aries don't care. Aries are fiery. You know, they'll fucking say, yo, fuck this man. I'm on to another one. Yeah, you guys can be like that for people you don't care about. But when you cared about somebody, that's not how it is. So with that Queen of Cups energy being present, you're kind of in a place in time, Aries, where it's like, okay, fuck. I'm a little scared because my heart's a little fragile. You know, this person made your heart feel fragile. And I think for a while, Aries, and I'm not talking about in the present moment, but I think for a while, when the breakup initially happened, you were heartbroken because you weren't with them, but you were also heartbroken because you thought that this was your person. Like, you thought that this was the person you were supposed to be with. So I feel like in the past, you did want to reconcile with them. You did want to get back together with them. You had so many future views that you would see with them, right? Like, you could imagine yourself married to them, whatever it is. You saw it all with this person in the beginning, and then as their true colors slowly revealed, now in this present moment, you're recognizing, okay, they're not for me. So in the past, I do believe that when they did break up with you, you wanted to get back together with them, very much so. But the universe has a different path for you. Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Stand your ground in staying away from this person, Aries. Stand your ground in understanding that you deserve the best. And do not settle for less. If you need to make that a mantra, make that a mantra. You deserve the best. Do not settle for less. Because you really don't deserve anything that is not in your highest of good. You deserve the best life you could possibly live. Okay? We're going to take a little bit more of a deeper look into your heartbreak here with this 3 of Swords. But what I'm seeing so far is that in regards to your current feelings, yes, you are letting those feelings start to go. But there are times where sometimes you feel like, fuck, maybe I still love them, whatever it is. They peak, they plateau, okay? I think the true situation or your true feelings towards this person are not what they used to be. I think you really have moved on from the idea of being with them, and I think you have gotten tired of being treated the way you were. So I think you recognize you deserve better treatment. So I don't see you going back to this person personally, and I think that you are well aware that the universe is doing this for a reason. I think you're well aware that there is a better person to come and there's better days to come. So I think that, you know, you're not in this hardcore depressive state. I just think that sometimes you need to break down a little bit and have a good cry, Aries. Because even though you can pick yourself up as well as you do, sometimes you need to give into the emotions you've experienced. Sometimes you got to sit down with yourself and say, hey man, I went through some crazy shit with this person. It's really upset me, but let me just purge all this shit out. Let me talk to myself about how I really feel, and then I will do my best to move forward from it. All right? Now, in regards to this Three of Swords energy, let's talk about this Three of Swords. In January 2020, is Aries still experiencing this heartbreak that they've gone through, or will healing begin? Let's take a look if I can pull this card. Eight of Swords, Hangman card, Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, so January, this will be your challenge. Your challenge will be releasing the, what's the word that I'm trying to use? The resentment that you have towards this person. So in 2020 of January, sorry if I said 2019, but in 2020 of January, the challenge will be releasing the resentment you hold towards this person and learning that it's not a good time, or it's not a good way to waste your productiveness, right? You know, you could be more productive than give your time away to thinking about this person, because it's just draining you energetically and taking your energy away. So with that Four of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, I think you're going to see that for what it is and recognize, all right, we're moving into a new year. It's time for me to really heal. It's time for me to really let this, you know, issue go, let this person go, and no longer continue to stay stuck in the heartbreak or the things that they've done to me, right? That is called the reactive mode, where you're still reacting to something that's happened to you in the past rather than what's happening to you in the present. So I do feel this transformation coming for you, Aries, where it's like, okay, I'm done reacting to this shit in the same way I've been reacting to it. I'm going to take this for what it is. Yes, this man or woman may have hurt me. Yes, this person has brought me down to a very low and dark place, but it's my time to let it drift the fuck away from my life, okay? No situation can control you unless you allow it to control you. So therefore, you're trying to see shit from a different point of view, from a different perception. Like I said before, it's crazy how people that go through the craziest shit can come out the strongest. This is where your healing comes in and your power comes in. You are really going to hone in on the strength here from all the heartbreak you've gone through. You are going to become a stronger and more mentally stronger person, okay? And I really like that for you, Aries, a lot. So this is going to give you your strength back. Not even back. It's going to come back tenfold. It's going to increase, okay? Now, in regards to where energies are aligning, let's take a look here, Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 2020. Where are energies aligning between Aries and the person they're dealing with? Got a Four of Wands, High Priestess, Four of Cups, King of Cups, and the Tower. Yep, so in regards to what, why can't I talk right now? In regards to where energies are aligning, Four of Wands to the Four of Cups, the idea of getting back together with them is going to completely dissipate. You are no longer going to be thinking about reconciliation with them, because with the High Priestess card, once you go within, you recognize, okay, this was unhealthy for me. This relationship was toxic. Part of me was manipulated into believing that this relationship was healthy when truthfully it was toxic. So you're seeing the connection for what it is. No longer are you looking for that reconciliation or thinking about you two in a romantic way. You are releasing that. And with the King of Cups as well as the Tower card, the feelings that you had are going to dissipate and shatter quickly. Okay? Scorpionic energy here. So with the Tower card to the King of Cups, what you were feeling for them, which was very intense throughout 2019, when we enter the new decade in 2020, you are going to feel your feelings literally crush away to the point where they're almost non-existent. You're going to feel that power, almost like an overnight transformation. So the healing here will be quick. Letting go of what feelings you have for this person is going to be extremely quick for you, Aries. So I like that a lot for you, because you are no longer going to continue to be stuck in pain for however long you have dealt with this situation or suffered in this situation, okay? As for the overall outcome between Aries and the person they're dealing with throughout January 2020, let's take a look. Okay, what do we got? Empress card and the Four of Pentacles. We live and we learn. We can only move forward. And at the end of the day, you are choosing yourself, because in your highest of good, you deserve something better. So with the Empress card here to the Four of Pentacles, right off the bat, You're not going to be as vulnerable as you have been, okay? I definitely feel like you're bossing up in the sense where you're protecting your vulnerability moving forward. But with the Empress card, you're recognizing that this was a learning experience and you're taking it for what it is, and you've gone through the pain that you need to, and there's, still going to be healing that'll be taking place into the new year, but it's going to be so much smoother than what it's been. And with that Two of Wands, you're choosing to focus on what you want to create and the beautiful things you want to create in your life, rather than, living in the past and creating the same thing over and over again. So healing will be here. And as I've mentioned before, you need that purge, Aries. Don't invalidate your feelings. This person may have invalidated your feelings or unvalidated them and made you feel as if you can't validate your own feelings, but validate them, okay? Your feelings are valid. Everyone's feelings are valid for how they feel. The difference is that there's two things that can happen. You can wallow in it, or you can choose to feel it, see it for what it is, and choose to do better, right? There's always that saying, and I've been saying it so frequently because it's been applying to so many readings, but pain is inevitable, suffering's a choice. We're always gonna feel pain. There's always gonna be something that pains us in life, but are we gonna choose to suffer through it, or are we gonna choose to look at things from a different perspective, pick ourselves back up and move forward? So just don't completely shut yourself out emotionally. View your emotions and release them in a very healthy way, rather than staying stuck in them. Okay, that's my best advice there. Now, we got another best advice. So in regards to Aries' best advice, let's take a look here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout January 2020. What is Aries' best advice for moving through the month, or the first month of the new year? Okay, 10 of Pentacles, ooh, Page of Cups, 5 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles to the Page of Cups. Please don't be afraid to love. Okay, move forward in love. If you find somebody that you really vibe and click with, don't be afraid to, put some time and effort into talking to somebody new. Of course, don't wear your heart on a sleeve, but don't be afraid to meet new people. So, 10 of Pentacles to the Page of Cups. Don't be afraid to meet new people, all right? Also, there's a message that's coming through that's kind of telling you to spend more time with family. I don't know what that's about. Maybe some of you feel very distant from your family. If you are feeling distant from your family, feel free to spend more time with them. I mean, this is being recorded in December. Christmas is in 2 days. So, maybe if you watch this earlier, go spend some Christmas time with your family, especially if you're no longer living with them or around them as much. But for the holidays, for the new year, etc., get around family. I think it's going to be good vibes for you. I think it'll give good energy for you, okay? 9 of Pentacles over here and the Queen of Pentacles. Yep. Recognize that, somebody's lucky to be with you. Somebody's lucky for your presence. Somebody's fucking extremely lucky to have you, Aries. And that's really significant and important. And I think you need to tap back into your root and recognize that you are a beautiful, magnificent, amazing, intelligent creature that was born in this world. Embrace it and embrace who the fuck you are. Don't ever, ever, ever again, Aries, let a person like this treat you the way they did. Because you know you are the Emperor, okay? This person was Arying you, okay? I don't know if you were dealing with another Aries. I don't know where the Emperor is. It's somewhere, but either way, you are the Emperor. How did you let another Emperor try to overrule the throne? We ain't letting that happen, baby, okay? There's only room for one Emperor, and you are the Emperor, Aries. So sit in that motherfucking throne and respect yourself, love yourself, treat yourself, and stay on top of your shit. You feel me? And at the end of the day here, I'm going to say it one last time. Take care of your mental health. Stay on top of your emotions, all right? Try to get yourself in a healthy, try to find a very healthy high ground where you can communicate your emotions to yourself in a healthy way and release them in a healthy way, as well as manage them in a healthy way, okay? There's always things on YouTube, certain outlets you can watch, you can listen to subliminals that help you. You can listen to certain kind of frequencies here on YouTube that raise your vibration and help you. You can even go to therapy if any of you guys are dealing with something a little more significant, such as trauma from this relationship or other things in your life. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. I'm not saying that you have to. Nobody has to. You do whatever you want in your life. But if you felt the need to, don't feel embarrassed by that, okay? Sometimes it really could help. So yeah, stay on top of your mental health here. It's going to be very important moving into 2020 so that we can create a really good year here, Aries. But nonetheless, I'm happy you're away from this Emperor, this person. I'm happy that you are becoming the Emperor again and separating yourself from situations like this, as well as getting your mojo back, your confidence back, and your radiant glow back, okay? Things are going to be looking good. You got through the hard stuff. Now it's time to go through a little bit more healing and get towards a really good year, okay? Aries, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Take care. Have a fantastic, awesome, and amazing rest of your January, and I will catch you guys for your January mid-monthlies, all right? Peace.